Well, howdy there, friends. Today, we're embarking on a remarkable journey to catch a glimpse of how the cast members from What's Happening have changed over the years. We'll be revealing their true identities and ages, and you're in for a real treat as we compare their youthful days on the show to the present year of 2023. So, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Y'all ready for this ride? Let's get this journey rolling. Number 1. Ernest Thomas as Roger Thomas. You know what they say, with great charisma comes quick wit, and boy does Raj deliver. His comebacks are sharper than a tailor's needle, and his humor, well, it's nothing short of legendary. He's got a bit of a wild streak, a mischievous twinkle in his eye that often lands him smack dab in the middle of some uproarious trouble with his buddies. It's all in good fun, though. Raj is fiercely loyal to his friends and family. He'd move mountains to make sure they're safe and sound. That's the kind of friend you want by your side when the chips are down. And here's where it gets interesting. Raj is not just about charisma and mischief. Nope. He's got this uncanny knack for finding his way out of any sticky situation. Need a cunning plan to make some quick cash or escape a tight spot? Raj is your man. After a 6-year break from TV and film acting, Ernest Thomas reprised his role as Roger, Raj Thomas in the sequel, What's Happening Now? The show aired in first-run syndication from 1985 to 1988. Following the show's cancellation, Thomas made guest appearances on several popular TV dramas and sitcoms. These included shows like In the Heat of the Night, where he co-starred alongside his TV wife Anne Marie Johnson from What's Happening Now, as well as The Parenthood, Martin, which starred his What's Happening Now co-star Martin Lawrence, Soul Food, The Steve Harvey Show, All About the Andersons, and, more recently, Just Jordan. He also had a recurring role as a funeral director named Mr. Omar on the TV sitcom Everybody Hates Chris. Additionally, he had an uncredited guest appearance as Ernest T. Bass on the TV show Are We There Yet? This particular episode was titled The Satchel Paige episode, and he played a character resembling Flavor Flav. In 2012, Thomas was cast in rocker and horror movie director Rob Zombie's film The Lords of Salem. In 2016, he appeared in a comedic body horror short film called Earworm. It's worth noting that Ernest Thomas has an eye condition called amblyopia. Roger Thomas played by Ernest Thomas when he was 27 years old, and now he is 74 years old. Number 2. Haywood Nelson as Dwayne Nelson. As the great Einstein once said, logic will get you from A to B, imagination will take you everywhere. Well, Dwayne is our living testament to this wisdom. He's not just a voice of reason, he's the wizard behind the curtain, orchestrating solutions with a wave of his intellectual wand. His dedication to his studies is like a superhero's unwavering commitment to justice. Nothing can sway him from his quest for knowledge. Beneath that scholarly facade lies a mischievous grin that could put the Cheshire Cat to shame. His humor is as sharp as a ninja's blade, and he wields it with the precision of a master swordsman. He's the friend who can turn even the most serious debate into a comedy show. But don't let this fun-loving side fool you. Dwayne is the rock, the anchor of his group. When his friends are at odds, he steps in like a wise old sage, mediating with the finesse of a seasoned diplomat. He's the bridge over troubled waters, ensuring that harmony reigns supreme. Happy 58th birthday to Haywood Nelson. You can catch him portraying Dwayne Nelson on What's Happening. Before his role as Dwayne on What's Happening, Haywood Nelson appeared in If You Give a Dance and This Property is Condemned. He also had a guest appearance on Sanford and Son. His role on What's Happening catapulted him to fame as one of the first black teen idols and heartthrobs. After What's Happening concluded, Nelson starred in The White Shadow and reprised his role in What's Happening Now. At the time, He was studying architectural design and electronics engineering, Dwayne Nelson, played by Haywood Nelson, when he was 16 years old, and now he is 62 years old. Number 3, Danielle Spencer as Dee Thomas. In a world where the mundane blends together, Dee stands out like a neon sign in a sea of monotone. First off, let's talk wit. Dee's got it in spades. Her tongue is sharper than a chef's knife, and her comebacks? Lightning fast. She wields sarcasm like a seasoned warrior, using it to cut through life's trickiest situations with a smile. But Dee's not all talk. She's a powerhouse of determination. You can't sway this woman from her path. She's got a will of iron and a spirit that's unbreakable. When she's got something to say, you better believe she'll say it loud and clear. Dee doesn't mince words, she serves them up hot. And fashion? Oh boy, she's the trendsetter of the century. Her style radar is so finely tuned, it could put fashion critics to shame. Friends flock to her for style advice, and she dishes it out like a pro. With Dee, you're not just getting fashion tips, you're getting a masterclass in chic. When viewers were first introduced to Dee, they encountered a rather disagreeable young girl who would go to great lengths to make a quick buck, even resorting to blackmail. However, as the show progressed, Dee's character underwent significant development, gradually becoming more likable. During the show's second season, a tragic event unfolded in Danielle Spencer's life. She and her stepfather were involved in a car accident that tragically claimed her father's life and left her in a coma for nearly a month. Following her recovery, Spencer and her mother decided to spend some time in Africa. Upon her return, she embarked on a different path, pursuing a career in veterinary medicine. In 1996, she achieved her goal and became a veterinarian. While she has ventured back into the public eye by publishing a book about her experiences as a child actor, Danielle Spencer has largely stayed out of the spotlight, focusing on her career as a veterinarian. Dee Thomas played by Danielle Spencer when she was 11 years old, and now she is 58 years old. Number 4, Fred Berry as Freddie Stubbs. Freddie Stubbs, the hilarious ball of energy. He's the guy who'll have you in stitches with his goofy pranks and his perpetual childlike enthusiasm. In the grand play of life, Freddie Stubbs is the master of seizing the moment and enjoying every bit of it. Underneath that zany exterior beats the heart of a loyal friend who's always there when you need a hand or a friendly ear. Surprisingly sensitive and genuinely emotional, he cares deeply for his friends and family, and his affection runs deep. Berry gained widespread fame through his portrayal of the character Freddie Rerun Stubbs on the ABC sitcom What's Happening, which aired from 1976 to 1979 when he was in his mid-20s. Interestingly, the role was originally intended for a thin, white actor, but Berry made it his own. The character Rerun earned his nickname because he repeatedly retook his classes during summer school. Rerun became one of the show's most beloved characters, recognizable for his signature red beret and suspenders, as well as his dance moves that Berry had honed during his time with the Lockers. In 1985, Berry returned to reprise his role in the series What's Happening Now. But his tenure was short-lived. He was let go before the first season ended due to a salary dispute. Berry had requested a higher salary than the rest of the cast, leading to his departure. Throughout his life, Berry grappled with issues related to drug and alcohol abuse. In a 1996 interview with People magazine, he revealed, "I was a millionaire by the time I was 29, but then the stress of success got to me. The fat jokes got to me, and I got heavily into drugs and alcohol." He also admitted to experimenting with substances since his teenage years, and his growing success allowed him to afford more drugs. Berry faced particularly challenging times, including 3 suicide attempts. Fortunately, he managed to overcome these difficulties and dedicated his time to visiting various churches. During the 1990s, Berry transformed his life and became a motivational speaker and Baptist minister. Additionally, he made significant progress in improving his health by losing 100 pounds after being diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. Freddie Stubbs played by Fred Berry when he was 25 years old. Sadly, on October 21, 2003, Berry was found dead by natural causes at his Los Angeles home at the age of 52. Number 5. Shirley Hemphill as Shirley Wilson. Through the entire series, Shirley shines as a strong, independent woman on a mission to give her child the world. Her commitment to providing the best life possible for her son is unwavering. But Shirley's not just a loving mother. She's also a trusted friend and advisor, always by her son's side, ready with wisdom and guidance. As a landlord, she's a pillar of support, looking out for her tenants' needs and ensuring their well-being. Now here's the fun twist. Shirley's not all seriousness. She's got a playful side that joins in on the adventures and shenanigans of her son and his pals. And let's not forget her culinary prowess. She's famous for those legendary Sunday dinners that leave everyone craving for more. Following the cancellation of What's Happening, Hemphill auditioned for the role of a cook on Archie Bunker's Place, but Anne Miara was ultimately cast. The day after losing that role, she received an offer to star in her own sitcom, 1 in a Million. In this series, she portrayed Shirley Simmons, a taxi driver who inherited a massive corporation and fortune from one of her passengers. The show debuted on ABC on January 8, 1980, but failed to attract a sufficient audience, leading to its cancellation in June 1980. Subsequently, Hemphill spent much of the early 1980s performing in nightclubs across the United States and making occasional guest appearances on TV shows, including The Love Boat and Trapper John, M.D. In 1985, she was invited to co-star in the revival of What's Happening, titled What's Happening Now, which aired in syndication from 1985 to 1988. After the show's conclusion, she continued performing in nightclubs and made occasional appearances on comedy sitcoms of the 1990s, such as Martin and the Wayans Bros. Throughout her career, Hemphill showcased her stand-up comedy on numerous popular TV shows, including The Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson, A&E's An Evening at the Improv, BET's Black Comedy Showcase, and Black Comedy Tonight. She also became a regular performer at the Laugh Factory Comedy Club in Los Angeles. Shirley Wilson played by Shirley Hemphill when he was 30 years old. Sadly, on December 10, 1999, Hemphill was found dead at the age of 52 at her home in West Covina, California. Number 6. Mabel King as Mabel Thomas. Mabel Thomas, affectionately known as Mama, is not just a mother. She's a force of nature. Picture this, a strong, loving, and wise matriarch who stands as a guiding light for her son and his merry band of friends. Now, you might think someone with such a serious title would be all work and no play, but not Mama. She's the life of the party, the one who dives headfirst into adventures with the youthful exuberance of her son and his pals. But here's where Mama truly shines, her wisdom. With a heart full of kindness and a head full of knowledge, she's the go-to guru for her son and his crew. Whenever they need counsel, her door and her heart is wide open, ready to dispense sage advice. Mabel King left a legacy of entertaining roles, particularly in the realm of comedy. She embarked on her acting career with a focus on comedies, such as Don't Play Us Cheap, 1972, where she starred alongside Esther Roll, and The Bingo Long-Traveling All-Stars and Motor Kings, 1976, featuring Billy D. Williams and James Earl Jones. During this time, she also ventured into series television, making appearances on shows like What's Happening? In addition to her work on television, King contributed to various productions in the film industry. She notably appeared in the musical The Wiz, 1978, alongside Diana Ross, and in The Jerk, 1979, alongside Steve Martin. Her comedic talent was further showcased in the film The Gong Show Movie, 1980, where she worked with Chuck Barris. King's versatility extended to other projects, including her role in Getting Over, 1981. King's final acting role was in the Elliott Gould comedy Dead Men Don't Die, 1991, marking the culmination of her prolific career in the entertainment industry. Mabel Thomas played by Mabel King when she was 44 years old. Sadly, King died at the age of 66 on November 9, 1999, at Los Angeles, California. Number 7. David Hollander as Earl Barnett Jr. Earl is a bundle of curiosity and boundless energy. Picture this, a young explorer with eyes wide open, ready to soak up the world like a sponge. He's got a mind that's always asking why, and a spirit that's as playful as a puppy. But it's not just about curiosity, it's about love. Earl shares a deep and loving bond with his older brother that's the envy of all siblings. Their connection is like a secret superpower, making them an unstoppable duo. Now, let's talk talent. Earl's got it in spades. He's a musical prodigy, hitting all the right notes with ease. And when it comes to sports, he's a natural. Baseball is his domain, and he rules it like a king. David Hollander was involved in a diverse range of projects throughout his entertainment career. In the early stages of his career, he contributed to projects such as Alice Gets in Dutch, 1924, Rated X, Showtime, 1999-2000, and The Times of Harvey Milk, 1984. His most recent role was as a producer for Ray Donovan, Showtime, 2012. Earl Barnett Jr. played by David Hollander when he was 10 years old, and now he is 55 years old. Number 8. Earl Billings as Rob. You might remember him as Rob, the loving father in the hit sitcom What's Happening. This show, which aired from 76 to 79, captured the hearts of audiences across America. Earl Billings, in the role of Big Earl Barnett, was the fatherly figure we all looked up to. But his talent doesn't stop there. Earl Billings is a seasoned actor, gracing both the big screen and television with his presence. He's not just a one-trick pony, he's a master of versatility, effortlessly slipping into a wide range of roles. Throughout his career, Earl has been the supporting pillar in many memorable films and TV shows. He's been a constant presence in the entertainment industry, earning the respect and admiration of fans and fellow actors alike. Earl Billings is well known for his appearances in Aflac commercials. Additionally, he has built a notable career in television and film, with roles in productions like Antwone Fisher, 2002, American Splendor, 2003, and Something New, 2006. He also took on a starring role in the short-lived ABC series Misguided, where he co-starred alongside Judy Greer and Brooke Burns. Rob played by Earl Billings when he was 32 years old, and now he is 78 years old. Number 9. Fritzi Burr as Miss Collins. Miss Collins, a character in the chilling tale of Carrie, stands out as a beacon of kindness in a world of cruelty. She's one of the first to extend a hand of friendship to Carrie, encouraging her inclusion in a simple game of catch. In a moment of despair, as Carrie envisions the world laughing at her, it's Miss Collins who offers solace, assuring her, "Trust me, Carrie. You can trust me." It's this kindness that makes Miss Collins a ray of light in Carrie's dark life. As the horrific events unfold, we see Miss Collins desperately trying to save Tommy, joining forces with others in a frantic attempt to resuscitate him. But amidst the chaos, suspicion takes hold, and Miss Collins finds herself inspecting Cora's ears, searching for any connection to the cruel prank orchestrated by Chris. Actress Fritzi Burr embarked on her career as a comedian, honing her skills in stand-up comedy and participating in sketch comedy shows for 2 decades. Her journey took her to Broadway in 1967, where she made her debut by stepping into the role of Mrs. Bryce, previously portrayed by Kay Medford, in the musical comedy Funny Girl. Subsequently, Burr relocated to the West Coast to explore opportunities in film and television. Her television career began in 1970 with a guest appearance on Marlo Thomas's beloved sitcom, That Girl. And she made her film debut with a supporting role in fellow comedian Jackie Gleason's romantic comedy, How Do I Love Thee? While Burr accumulated over 50 roles on 45 different television series, her filmography remained relatively limited, yet it notably included a small part in Roman Polanski's iconic crime drama, Chinatown. Miss Collins played by Fritzi Burr when she was 53 years old. Burr died in Fort Myers, Florida, of natural causes on January 17, 2003, aged 78. Number 10. Thalmus Rasulala, as Bill Thomas. Rasulala was a tall, handsome, and commanding black actor renowned for his resonant voice. He commenced his career in the 1960s as a musical comedy performer on the New York stage, initially under the name Jack Crowder. His theatrical credits included appearances in off-Broadway musicals like Fly, Blackbird, alongside Robert Guillaume and The Fantastics. Notably, he received a Theatre World Award for his Broadway debut as Cornelius Hackle in the Pearl Bailey production of Hello, Dolly in 1976. In the realm of film, Rasulala made his debut in The Out-of-Towners in 1970. Throughout the 1970s and 80s, he became a prominent figure in blaxploitation cinema, featuring in films such as Blackula, 1972, Bucktown, 1975, and action movies like Cool Breeze, 1972, Willie Dynamite, 1974, and New Jack City, 1991. His television appearances included a role in the series What's Happening? And he delivered some of his most memorable performances in the TV movie The Autobiography of Miss Jane Pittman, 1974, and as Kunta Kinte's father, Omoro, in the groundbreaking miniseries Roots, 1977. Bill Thomas played by Thalmus Rasulala when he was 41 years old. He died on October 9, 1991, from a heart attack in Albuquerque, New Mexico. He was 55. We really love the cast of the What's Happening. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, please like, comment, and share it with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. See you on the next video.